Hello, welcome to Tottenham Hotspur TV. This is my first ever video where I will be talking about the information that you guys will hopefully want to know. I have a list of topics right here that we are going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about probably the most the highest topic going on, speculating around Tottenham at the moment, and that's Dele. Now, a lot of people are saying that, well, not a lot of people, but top tier scout Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Dele has had many offers from different clubs around Europe, such as Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain. The biggest ones are Paris Saint-Germain, saying that Paris Saint-Germain have put in an offer for Dele Alli for a 1-year loan deal with an option to buy at the end of his loan. Jose Mourinho said the reason why Ali did not play in the game against Southampton was because there was too many players in the squad. So that's why, and there's too many players in the exact same position that Ali plays in, which is obviously attacking midfield. And that's obviously where the speculation is coming from. Mourinho confirmed it, but many people still think that the reason why he didn't play is because he's had offers from other European teams. So yeah, that's all for Dele Alli, as much as I know so far. Obviously, still there's a lot of talks about transfers coming into Tottenham, and one of the two biggest ones at the moment is Wout Weghorst from Wolfsburg and Ruben Dias from SL Benfica. First, we're going to start off with Wout Weghorst, who is set to be a backup striker for Harry Kane. It's estimated at around 27 million for the striker, and in my opinion, I think we should really lower the price tag for Weghorst. I feel that 27 million is too much money that we're spending on a backup striker who is pretty much going to play on the bench most games and not really start a lot for Tottenham this season. So that's all I think anyway, but it's estimated at around 27 million for Weghorst. Mourinho did claim that he wants another defender to really strengthen it, so he wants Ruben Dias from SL Benfica. In my opinion, he's an amazing striker. He's an amazing defender, especially for SL Benfica, and he's native Portugal. So I think he'll be a huge signing to the club, and yeah, I'll be very happy if we get both of them. It really will strengthen the squad, and right now I think Tottenham have had the best transfer window we've ever had at the moment, so I'm happy with it all together. So yep, that is the transfer news for the moment, so let's move on to other news. To start off with other news, of course we're going to start with this guy. So obviously we are very pleased to say that Gareth Bale is back at Tottenham. It's a huge moment in the club's history to finally have our king back where he belongs. But the news that we're trying to talk about here is the injury news of Gareth Bale. Jose Mourinho is confident that Gareth Bale will return by late next month, but many news sources are saying late November. Now, as much as we want Gareth Bale back on that pitch as soon as possible, I highly doubt that we'll be seeing him for quite a while. Maybe Reguilon will get on that pitch. Obviously he will, because he is 100% fit and ready to play. But also, as I am seeing on my screen right now on source BBC Sports on this one, BBC Sport, Jose Mourinho says Gareth Bale's motivation is high, with a caption saying, "New Tottenham loan signing Gareth Bale could return quicker than expected from injury because his motivation is high," says manager Jose Mourinho. Now, of course, his motivation would be higher as well as Reguilon's, but it's going to be a challenge for Bale to get back to full fitness because he had an intense training session when he got to Hotspur away with Reguilon. While Reguilon was having a tour around the training ground, Bale went first, and then when Reguilon was going through his obviously interval, Bale went on an intense training session for 2 hours to really help his fitness get up. That's where they done a second exam on his injury, which he was tested, and he got and he's got a positive for a knee injury. Not super severe, but obviously it's one that will keep him out of playing for quite a while, and that is estimated at around late November, which is in pretty much 2 months' time. So sorry about that. The question that many Spurs fans' minds right now: will Reguilon start versus Leyton Orient tomorrow in the Carabao Cup tie at Brisbane Road? Now, I am on a 50-50 with this one, because I feel that he will be rested for the game against I forgot the name of the team, but in the Europa League qualifiers, I think he'll be rested for that, and of course he will want to. I think Mourinho would want to play him against Newcastle as well for extra backup in the Premier League. That's a home game, by the way. So in my opinion, it's a 50-50. I'm not 100% sure, and obviously the club know more than I do, obviously, because I'm just a fan with a YouTube channel. And but hopefully we do see Reguilon start. In my opinion, I want to see him start because I want to see what he's all about and how good of a player he really is. Judging by the way he played last season and the season before that, he is a world-class player in my opinion, and he will really strengthen that back line for Tottenham also. So now let's move on to further news on Danny Rose. Right, so before Danny Rose left Tottenham to go on loan for 1 year with Newcastle United, before he left Tottenham, his squad number was number 3, but Reguilon has taken his number. Sergio Reguilon is our new number 3. So Danny Rose has not got a squad number yet. So this is leading me and other Spurs fans to believe that Danny Rose will leave the club this season. Right, so the last thing I want to talk about in this video is my opinion on Gareth Bale's Spurs plans. So what I want to talk about is how long he's going to be at the club for. Obviously, his clause on his loan says he is here for 1 year. He's got a 1 year loan here, but we have the option to continue that jump it onto 1 more year. I think that Tottenham will do the 2 year loan, add it onto, and then once they've done that, Gareth Bale's contract will be finished at Real Madrid. His contract will be over, which means then Tottenham can sign Bale on a permanent deal on a free. That's what I think Tottenham will end up doing. I think we will sign Gareth Bale on a free after his contract at Real Madrid has been terminated. So I think that Gareth Bale will be a permanent Spurs player in 2 years' time. So thank you very much for joining me this evening. I really have appreciated you listening to me for that long. Hopefully I didn't waffle on as much. So thank you for watching, and tomorrow I will bring out a new video on my match reactions for Leyton Orient. See you later, and come on you Spurs!